Hey, it's Handy Andy, your backyard scrapper, back garage. All right, I got another television to scrap today. I've got a bunch actually. You can see them over there. I've got like and I got like seven more in the truck. But we're just gonna start with the Samsung. We swing around. Oh, and been finding stuff. Look at that. See that? HD disc, turbo disc, whatever it is, satellite. Got that, and I got the LNB, triple or dual LNB. So I've heard those have gold in them. That'd be kind of neat. And oh yeah, there's another television over here too. Straggler hiding. This is the televisions behind me. Got all those to scrap. And then, like I said, like seven more in the truck. So let me go to this one. Let's see what year it is. Okay. Because usually it seems like the sweet spot is 2000 to 2000, I'd say 9. And that's where it seems to have the best boards. Where is the date on that? All right, July. Is it 2008 or 2009? Good thing I can't see, huh? Here's your back panel, pretty basic. All right, I'm not going to bore you with taking all the screws off. I will take them off, and I'll jump back on shortly. Okay, as you can see, I got the back off. And it looks like here is your typical power board. Very little of value on that, other than, you have your extruded aluminum. I guess that's extruded too. Could be considered plate. Your copper, if you want to pull it from these, which I'll probably pull from that one. I don't know if I'll go after that. The toroid, copper toroids, go after those. Your MOSFET transistors in here, they do have copper on them, so you can pull those off and out and throw them in a jar. That's what I do, and eventually they'll gather over time. There's another one that's sitting that's on its own. I believe that is copper. If I file it down, I'm not going to do it on the file. I even keep, believe it or not, these transistors because I was told from the internet, because the internet is always correct, that they do sometimes contain a small gold filament or possibly silver, but gold would be the hope. And I even keep these in the hopes that there may be silver in those. I've heard that can be. Probably doubtful, but they're kind of cool. You gather them in a mason jar, or glass mason jar, and like a bunch of M&Ms looking things, because it's different colors. Okay. Yeah, so that board is, pretty basic. You do have, usually these are brass, these ones here. If you want to pull them out, throw them in a jar. This fuse is also most likely brass, may even have a silver filament, but that's kind of rare. And but you never know. Worth keeping, throwing it in a jar and put it as dirty brass, because the glass will count against it. These black capacitors, surface mount capacitors, I will keep those along in the green too. Like I said, I'll throw those in the jar with the blue ones. A bunch of M&Ms. This one here that's green might be worth looking into. I don't know. It's probably not worth anything. Anything on these power boards is pretty rare that they're have any significant value. Okay, so we do have another board under here, hidden away. You know what? Let me reverse this so you can see my face. There we go. Pretty old. God, look at that white hair. So here's your other board. You can see, as I go down with the TV, that it's got, your two HDMIs, which are going to have gold. SVGA, that's going to have gold. Wait, is that a USB or Firewire? It's gonna have gold anyways. Geez, you know what? Are these gold plated? Oh, I think they are. Look at that. That's cool. I think they are. It might be brass, but they're. I think they're gold plated. You can see. Oh, yeah, you know what? Let me reverse the camera again one more time. Better picture here. Yeah, no, I think those are gold. All right. Inside this box, yep, another piece of extruded aluminum right there. Crystal oscillator. You keep these for silver recovery. And inside this, you will have, you get a straight head if I had one. Okay, you know what? I'll get it after. But there is a board under there, and I think that's where we'll find the processor. So I will be right back. And there you have it. There is the final board. So there's, you got your power board coming in, not worth much, low grade. Then you have, well, we'll just go to this. This is your, I guess it would be your sound, and I forget what they call this board. But this is going to be your main processor type board. This may not have been a smart TV, therefore it doesn't have a whole lot of processors. It's a really light board too, but there is gold. You can see that. There is 2 chips of significant size and flat packs, I guess they call those, and there's quite a few. You can see the gold shining. You do have, as you can see here, out of the way. Get out. So you do see MLCCs, monolithic capacitor, monolithic ceramic capacitors here, which can have silver and I think they're gold on the end. Some of them. You even have, I don't know if there's any. They have numbers. I don't know if you can see any with numbers. Those are your thin film resistors. I don't know if any of these have numbers. I can't see. I don't have a magnifying glass. But these don't look like gold down here. They're real small MLCCs. But if you see any black ones with numbers, let's see on the outside. They would be on this side. And they're small. You know, they're going to be those. But those have ruthenium oxide in them. And this gold. You know, I may put this in a vat of NaOH lye, you know, a vat of water mostly, and a few tablespoons of lye. Heat it up and get all the green stuff off, and see if there's any more gold underneath. Because sometimes a good part of it is gold. I don't know if this is on the surface or not. I can't really tell. But yeah, would be worth scrubbing that board to see if that gold goes throughout it. There's gold here too, but not much. So this board, you know, and it's small. So what do you get for high? I think it's going to be considered a mid-grade. In which case, it's not worth it for me to send off to Board Sword for $2.60 or 50 cents per pound. The mid-grades right now are running at $5 per pound. I should say high-grade peripheral, sorry. High-grade peripheral, $5 per pound. And I don't think this is going to qualify. It just doesn't have enough on it. It's kind of sparse. It's just small. Doesn't have any flat packs. Flat packs are the ones that have a little gold thing in the corner here. So this is not going to really qualify. This is the same. Is going to qualify as a mid to low grade board. And this is going to be just a low grade, because anything with that brown that breaks real easy, which I'm not going to break it, but it will break easy. Those are 50 cents a pound. You know, it just gets so much extra junk on it. But I will depopulate it, get the copper, get all my little M&Ms, and the aluminum off of it. Same here. Crystal oscillator. We were supposed to show what's under here, so let me see if I can quickly pop this up. Okay, here we go. There you go. Come on. There we go. All right. Not really much. That's probably just regular steel. Inside, we have not a whole lot. You know, little bits of copper in there. This potentiometer may have silver in it, you know, so you might want to just throw that in the box. Keep it. I think that's like row resistors. I don't think there's anything in there. This Zener diode or who knows? I don't know. I'll look it up, but I don't think it's got worth any value. And that's real. Okay, I haven't got into the sides, so let me come back and I'll show you the side ribbons.